Jordan, your overall thoughts on today?
Well, I thought we started a bit slow, to be fair. Our plan was to come out flying, but they attacked really quick right at the beginning of the game. But we soon kind of asserted our dominance. We had a few early chances, and I missed 2 early ones myself. But before you know it, Faz popped up with a 25-yard scream, and we kind of just settled after that and started playing our game. And then, yeah, it was. I think we kind of, as we asserted ourselves, they kind of dropped back, and I think we found ourselves with a lot more space, and then they got a man sent off, and then I think after they got the man sent off, I think there was only going to be one winner after that, really.
Yeah, it was a frustrating first half of the team because there was a lot of chances being created in the first 20 to 25 minutes, and then after the red card, sort of settled down a bit. Each team sort of were trying to cancel each other out. And what did the gaffer say to you all at half time?
Well, he had a few choice words with myself and Faz. We had a few, well, especially myself, I had a few nightmares in front of goal, but we knew that we were going to get more chances. We always create chances. We've got a lot of creative players on the pitch, so we weren't worried. We knew that if we carried on playing the way we were going to play, we'd score at least 3 or 4 goals, and obviously that's what we did in the second half. So the game plan went as expected, to be fair.
On a personal note, it must be so pleasing to have got on the score sheet again twice as you did in Nelson on Tuesday.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I thrive off. You know, my overall play is not great, as people can see. You know, I'm not the best actual footballer in the world, but I love scoring goals. And yeah, I'm in a nice little run of form at the moment. I've scored 8 in 6, so you know, that's what the gaffer puts me up front for, and I'm just happy that I can keep repaying him with his faith, really.
Yeah, it was certainly a makeshift 11 that the gaffer had to put out today, and the team played superbly considering that they've had to come in the last minute and make the cut, and it was a fantastic team performance. The togetherness of the team was very impressive.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's something that we've bought into over the years. We've always had a really strong bond and togetherness, like you say, between all the players. You know, before all the class comes out on the pitch, it's always 100%. You know, we've got to put 100% in, and I mean, he always says hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So, and it makes sense. You know, you've got to fight for your right to be able to play on the pitch, and you know, we all do that, and then that's why we were able to assert our dominance on the game, really.
Yeah, and the difference from this season as well, I've noticed, is the team are scoring a lot of goals. That's now 34 goals in 10 games for the season. That 9-1 win against Skelmersdale was the highlight. Just how far can the team go this season?
Well, you know, we want to be up there. We said at the beginning of the season that let's, you know, make no qualms about it. We're going for the league at the end of the day. We've got some great new players in with Ben, with Connor, you know, and Ziggy's starting to really mature as a player, and we look frightening going forwards. Every time we go forward, we look very, very dangerous. So it's just a pleasure to be able to play with this bunch of lads, because I'm finding myself with loads of opportunities, and I miss half of them, but you know, I score half of them. So you know, it's all good at the moment. It's very, very good.
Yeah, sort of a pattern been emerging in each game was sort of the first half a bit slow out the blocks, and the second half you absolutely run riot at times.
Yeah, well, I mean, you play against 10 men for a long time in the game, and eventually, you know, they're going to start lagging with the way we move the ball across the pitch, and players are going to start, you know, getting tired, and we're going to find space, and we've got a lot of quick players who are good at finding holes and are good at stretching defences. So it was inevitable, really, that we was going to, you know, find a lot of space eventually, and you know, pick them off as and when we did, really.
Must have been satisfying as well, because the Runcorn Linnets were top of the league midweek, so to beat them twice in the space of 7 days the way you have done must be very, very pleasing.
Yeah, it really is. And to be fair, you know, we've come through the leagues, and I mean, I've always seen them as a bit of a bogey team, really. You know, we've always struggled against them. I mean, we've beaten once in in the space of 4 years, I think, and the rest of the times, you know, they've kind of got one over on us. And I mean, it's when we played against them last week, I was thinking, you know, is it going to be one of those? But luckily we came out winners, and then I think we had a lot of confidence today, and I think they didn't expect us to play the team that we did, so I think it kind of took them back a little bit, and they weren't too sure how to approach the game. And to beat them twice, obviously, like you say, the top of the league, and to beat them with, you know, a bit of a makeshift team, with no disrespect to the players that played, but you know, we had a lot of players out, so it's really promising from our point of view, because we know that we can field any player on the pitch and we're still good enough to beat any team in this league.
Yeah, it was a very close battle, especially in the first half. The ref had a lot to contend with. I know he's received a lot of slack from the fans and players and staff, etc., but could have been up to 3 red cards in the first half.
Well, you know, this is refereeing for you. Try not to get on the referee's back, because, well, my dad's a referee and I've seen the amount of stick that he gets sometimes, so I know it's hard for them. They've got a lot of decisions to make, and you know, they all make little mistakes like we do. We're all human beings and we're all playing at, you know, we're not at the best level, so you know, it is what it is. I think he was right in sending the player off there who had a yellow and then he dived, and he could have had another red where the player raked, their number 6 raked, he stood down the back of Faz off the ball. But you know, I think he did all right, to be fair. I think he did well, so that's off to him really.